Hello, it's Mike and Evelyn from Cardinal Flowers, and we're going to be going over just some basic care for your aloe vera plant. There's many different types of aloe vera plants. I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce this right, but it's Barbadensis Miller. It's the most common type. It has nice medicinal properties, and you can use it for a wide range of things. The first thing we want to go over is just your light exposure. If it's inside, it wants to have as much light as possible. You want to keep it away from windows though, just because the heat can be magnified. If it's outdoor, it's kind of the opposite. It just wants about 1 to 2 hours of morning sunlight, and then it would prefer shade for the rest of it. Aloe vera, it prefers a range temperature between 13 and 27 degrees Celsius. It doesn't like the frost or cold, so make sure you do take it indoors beforehand. Aloe vera soil prefers drier soil, such as like succulent soil, something that drains nicely. If the water stays in there too long, you will get root rot. I usually like to water it every 14 days in the spring and summertime. You can just do a finger test, put your finger in. If the top centimeter or 2 is dry, you do usually want to water it. In the autumn and winter time, usually around 3 to 4 weeks. For fertilizer, it doesn't need much fertilizer. Around the springtime, I might give it a little bit, midsummer as well. If I ever do harvest it, I might put a tiny little drop in next time I water it, just to help with the plant to heal itself. Sometimes your aloe vera plant will flower. This usually happens around the winter or springtime. This little sprig will come out the top. Once it dries out, just follow it all the way down and clip it. When you want to harvest the aloe vera plant, you want to take usually 1 inch to 2 inches off. It all depends what I'm using it for. Sometimes I'll just do a little cutting, but you want to make sure it does heal over. As you'll notice here, I have done some harvesting, and it's healed over quite nicely. You want to make sure you have a clean tool. Make sure you wash it every time. I will probably wash this again since I just touched the end of it. But you want to make sure that it's nice and clean so that it doesn't get infected. We're just going to harvest a small amount here. I've cleaned my blade. Just going to take a little bit off here. I already see it's coming out. It's all squishy there. So I'll cut my spikes off. Spikes off my other side. Top skin off and the bottom skin, and you'll actually have like a nice little jelly left on the inside. Right there. It's a nice jelly. And then we just apply this directly onto it. I like to use the skin part itself on the skin, and then the jelly I'll kind of mix around and put in with water, and if you ever get a scalp burn, it really gets right in there good for it. So she has a little bit of sunburn here, so we're just going to take this, just rub it in. This is why you want to make sure you take the thorns off. A lot of people say this smells. I really don't smell anything.
Yeah, same here.
I don't know if maybe it's because our plant is smaller. A lot of the videos I've seen, the plants are much larger, so maybe that has anything to do with it. And there, we just let that dry on. And within a few days, you'll see the redness go away.
Yep.
You can use this for a lot of different uses, like burns, rashes, even acne. I'm quite sure you can Google a huge plethora of different things you could use it for. For toxicity, you should not consume it. It's very good for external usage, but yeah, make sure it does stay away from small children and pets, just things that could potentially consume it. And that's it from our aloe vera basic guide kit. We hope you enjoyed it and learned a lot from it. Take care. We'll see you later.
Bye.